Skill 7. How to build real discipline without becoming a cold, joyless productivity robot. Subtitle: Yes, you can get stuff done without hating life. Your problem isn't laziness. It's that you think discipline feels good. Let's get something straight. You're not lazy. You've just been lied to by productivity TikToks, hustle bros, and that weird 5 a.m. club guy who drinks mushroom smoothies and hasn't blinked since 2014. They told you that discipline means waking up early, loving hard things, and living in monk mode with a spreadsheet fetish. Wrong. Real discipline feels bad at first, but it makes your life feel less bad later. It's not about becoming a machine. It's about getting stuff done even when your soul feels like a wet paper towel. So today, we're going full rogue samurai mode. 10 tips to build real, durable, guilt-proof discipline without turning into a robot who flinches at joy. Let's start with the first 2. Tip 1. Don't find motivation. Build a ritual so small it's embarrassing. If you wait for motivation, you'll die of old age with a to-do list longer than a CVS receipt. Motivation is like a flaky friend. Fun when it shows up, but mostly leaves you on read. So instead, create a micro-ritual so easy, your brain can't say no. Examples. Before working, light the same candle like you're summoning adult energy. Always start by writing one terrible sentence, on purpose. Play the same playlist that screams, "Let's cook, Walter." Why does this work? Because rituals tell your brain, we're not here to think, we're here to begin. Once you start, momentum kicks in. Once momentum kicks in, you stop bargaining with yourself. So stop trying to feel ready. Build the ritual. Make it stupidly simple. And treat it like brushing your teeth. Automatic, ritualized, and occasionally done while dead inside. Tip 2. Discipline is not a vibe. It's a pre-made decision. Here's why most people fail. They treat discipline like a mood. I'll work if I feel focused. I'll go to the gym if I'm in the zone. No, discipline is a decision you already made, that you now follow like a slightly annoyed bodyguard. Want to write every morning? That's the plan, not a debate. Want to quit sugar? That's the rule, not a vibe. Treat your goals like traffic lights. You don't argue with red lights, you just stop. Why? Because every time you renegotiate with your brain, you lose. That thing is built to bargain you into naps and snacks. So make the rule. Pre-decide the behavior. And when your brain whines, say, sorry, that vote closed yesterday. Tip 3. Stop trying to be disciplined. Just be consistent at being average. Here's a spicy truth. Most highly disciplined people, they're not operating at 110% all day. They're operating at a boring B- level every damn day. Why? Because consistency beats intensity every time. You don't need perfect days. You need repeatable ones. So, write one ugly paragraph a day, not 10 perfect ones once a week. Work out for 15 minutes consistently, instead of 2-hour marathons once a month. I'll read 5 pages. That's it. Your brain isn't getting a trophy. Discipline isn't about being impressive. It's about being stubbornly, hilariously average, on loop. And one day, you'll look up and realize your meh effort has built a life people envy. Tip 4. Guilt is not a productivity tool. It's a brain virus that deletes progress. You missed a day. You broke the streak. You scrolled Instagram for 3 hours and somehow ended up Googling how tall is Shrek. Cool. You know what doesn't help? Guilting yourself like you committed a felony. That's not discipline. That's mental self-harm disguised as accountability. Here's the move. Forgive yourself immediately. Like, aggressively. Say, I messed up. We're back on track. No drama. Treat it like brushing your teeth. If you miss one night, you don't pull them out. Because guilt burns willpower and tricks you into believing discipline has to be punishment. It doesn't. The most disciplined people, they fail fast, they forgive faster, and they get back to work with the emotional range of a goldfish. Be like goldfish. No guilt. Just vibes and memory loss. Tip 5. Hack your dopamine. Your brain's lazy CEO. Your brain doesn't want discipline. It wants dopamine. That sweet, addictive brain juice you get from likes, snacks, buying weird stuff at 2 a.m. So what do? Bribe your brain with dopamine, but make it work for it. Examples. Only play your favorite playlist while working. Lock up your phone and reward yourself with 10 minutes of chaos afterward. Use a habit tracker that gives you confetti like a needy little app. Discipline becomes way easier when your brain thinks it's winning something. So set tiny rewards. Stack dopamine on boring habits. Treat your progress like a game, with points, wins, and fake trophies. Your brain's a raccoon. It will work for shiny things. Give it shiny things, and let it build you a disciplined life, one dopamine pellet at a time. Tip 6. If it's not easy to start, you'll never start. Make the first step stupid simple. You don't need more willpower. You need less friction. Why do you scroll TikTok for 3 hours but forget to journal for 5 minutes? Because TikTok takes 0.3 seconds to open. Your journal, buried under laundry, requires thought, smells like self-reflection. Remove resistance. Examples. Put your running shoes by your bed, not in the shoe graveyard. Open your work doc the night before, so it's ready to go. Turn your home screen into a shrine of shame. The only apps visible are your productive ones. Your brain is like a raccoon with a shopping cart. If the effort is even slightly annoying, it's out. So make starting unskippable. The easier the entry point, the less your brain argues. Discipline isn't heroic. It's just rigging the hallway so you trip into the right action. Tip 7. Design a default life that accidentally keeps you on track. You know what's easier than discipline? Default settings. Because the most powerful force in your life isn't motivation. It's momentum. Set your life up so that even when you're tired, distracted, or emotionally soggy, you still end up doing the right thing. Examples. Keep healthy snacks visible and junk food in Narnia. Schedule standing weekly blocks, writing, workouts, zombie mode tasks. Make quitting inconvenient. Unplug your PlayStation. Hide your ice cream. Lock Twitter with a timer. Your willpower is like your phone battery. Dies fast, recharges slowly. Your environment? That's your portable charger. So build one where success is the path of least resistance, and laziness accidentally leads to growth. Tip 8. Your brain obeys whatever it thinks is normal. So change the default script. Here's a wild fact. Your brain is not logical. It's repetitional. It doesn't ask, is this good for us? It asks, is this what we usually do? So if you usually procrastinate, binge YouTube, avoid hard tasks with sudden deep cleaning urges, that becomes your normal. You want discipline? Redefine normal behavior. Start saying things like, I'm the kind of person who writes even when it sucks. I work out on Mondays. That's what I do. I tackle hard things first. It's gross, but it's my thing. You're not lying. You're training your brain's identity filter. Because once your brain believes something is just how we do things, it stops resisting. And boom, you're no longer fighting for discipline. You're just living like the upgraded version of yourself by default. Tip 9. Time isn't the problem. Your energy is just getting mugged by dumb stuff. You don't need more hours. You need fewer mental muggings. Ever spend 3 hours working and somehow only write 2 sentences and Google, do bees get anxiety? That's not a time issue. That's attention leakage. Here's the play. Identify your peak brain hours, usually first 2 to 4 hours after waking. Block that time like it's a national treasure. No meetings, no texts, no TikTok. Save zombie tasks, emails, folding socks, Googling bee emotions for your brain dead hours. Discipline isn't doing more. It's protecting your best energy like it's Beyoncé's security detail. Because when your high-quality brain cells are gone for the day, no amount of to-do lists can save you. So guard your mornings, outsource your afternoons, and leave your existential spirals for after 7 p.m. Tip 10. If you need willpower every day, your system sucks. Real talk. If every day feels like a motivational cage fight, your setup is broken. You don't need to fight harder. You need to fight less often. Build systems, not heroic moments. Automate boring tasks. Pre-decide meals, workouts, writing hours. Remove choices where you suck. Yes, that means deleting that app. You know the one. And when you do fall off, don't restart from zero. Just re-enter the system. Because the truth is, discipline that depends on willpower is a ticking time bomb. Discipline that runs on systems? Bulletproof. Let your life run on rails, not vibes. Final thoughts. Discipline isn't a personality trait. It's a set of traps you built for your own good. Here's the biggest lie productivity culture sells you. Some people are just naturally disciplined. Nah, disciplined people are just really good at trapping themselves into success. They know they're lazy. They know their motivation is flaky. They don't trust their future self. So they build systems that say, you will win, because we rigged the whole game. And that's real power. So stop trying to be better. Just be sneakier. Outsmart your brain. Rig your life like you're a villain with a calendar. Subscribe if you're tired of pep talks and ready to build actual habits that don't fall apart the second your mood shifts. Next time, Skill 8. How to handle rejection, embarrassment, and public failure without